Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. Good morning everybody. Very good morning. Have you have your breakfast? Can you hear my voice? Hello everybody. Are you here? Good morning. Dah makan? Dah breakfast? Only the girls is replying me now. Oh, okay. Now baru nampak River. Good morning everybody. Tak pernah kita live. Pernah kot. Pernah dulu sekali. Morning everyone. Dah makan ke? Siapa reply saya ni? Sudah breakfast dah. Okay. Waalaikumsalam Intan. Morning. Oh, dah breakfast ya Azra. Laju ya. Saya belum breakfast lagi. Ini nasi lemak saya. I haven't had my breakfast yet, but it's okay. After 2 hours I'll eat. Belum River. Nanti saya makan I have to teach you guys first and then I'll be very tenang. I'll be very sekarang kalau nak makan pun tak lalu nak makan. Yeah, because you know when you do some work, makan pun makan tak makan lah macam tu. Okay. Shall we start? Should we? So saya ada banyak soalan yang saya dah buat actually. Saya plan nak bincang sebanyak 5 soalan, which is 13, 17. I'll write it down, questions that I want to discuss. 13, 15, 23, 27, and 29. Yeah, this is the 5 top questions that most of you, like 60 plus of you, have voted. And yeah, this is the top 5. A lot. Quite a lot of you yang vote 5 soalan ni. Kalau saya ada masa, saya boleh tunjuk solution yang lain juga. Sebab this time saya ada buat soalan ni dalam iPad. Sebelum ni saya tak buat. Okay, sebelum ni semua atas kertas. So shall we start now? And please reply me when I ask you something. Okay, sebab saya tak nak saya cakap seorang-seorang. Yes, I do know I'm talking to myself right now. Yes, and you can't reply me seperti mana dalam Google Meet. Sebab yelah Miss buat YouTube live, isn't it? But I do really hope that you can at least chat with me. Okay, boleh ke semua orang? Boleh ke? Do chat with me and you know you can listen first. You can listen to my teaching first. You don't have to write. You don't have to write yet, you know. You dengar dulu apa saya nak ajar. Nanti you boleh tengok balik dan tulis. Okay, I just really hoping some response so that saya semangatlah sedikit nak mengajar. Kamu faham kan? Sebab kalau saya seorang je, saya panggil tak ada orang macam dia rasa less motivated sedikit lah. You know, you also must give me some motivations. At the same time, I do give you some motivation as well that you must keep going no matter how hard you feel right now. Okay, I know you are tired, you are lacking of sleeps, isn't it? Yeah, but it's all good for you. You have to believe that. Okay, kena percaya yang segala pengorbanan kamu sekarang ni, it's all gonna be very worth it. It's not the things that you can see now, but it is the things that you can see after you get your results. Itu je sebenarnya. You just have to wait for that moment, and the results is where you will see, oh, are you going to be happy or are you going to be sad? Faham ke? So which kind of feelings that you wanna looking for? Itu semua pada hajat kamu masing-masing. What do you want actually? Kena tanya diri sendirilah benda tu. If you really want to see the amazing results, you know that you will lack of sleeps, you will be very tired, you're quite messy a bit. Benda tu semua saya dah lalui. Saya dah lalui bertahun-tahun saya belajar. But it's normal anyway. That's the student's life. And it's all gonna be worth it, Okay, now let's go straight away to the 13. A farmer, let's read the question. A farmer wishes to make 3 fields of equal area in the pattern shown below. If he has 200 meter of fencing, what is the maximum area of each small field rounded to the nearest square meters? Okay, square meters maksudnya meter square lah. Okay. And then here goes the field pattern that it is provided for us. Cumanya kotak, hanya 3 kotak tu sahajalah dalam soalan obviously, dan saya melabelkan huruf Y dan huruf X untuk length tersebut. Length untuk setiap each field. This is one field, this is second field, and this is the third field. Okay, and I label this area, no, this is not area, this is length, this panjang tanah tersebut adalah X untuk yang bahagian ni, dan panjang tanah yang belah sini saya labelkan dia sebagai Y. Okay, and you must understand that this vertical line is the Y. Okay, I labeled it as huruf Y because I do not know how much long is the field, and so I labeled it Y. And here I also do not know how much long is the length here, so I label X. You have to have that maths, a lot of assuming, a lot of assumption because we do not know yet. So whenever things that you do not know, you can let them. Huruf apa pun, up to you. But yang paling senang sebab kita dah biasa huruf X dan huruf Y, so kita guna je lah X dan Y, betul tak? And so if you do understand that this is X plus X plus X, okay, the total length is 3X. So you can label that first. Okay, and then apa yang diberi pada kamu lagi, it has 200 fencing, 200 meter, meaning this is total length. Total length is bukan luar je. All of this yelah dia nak buat fencing, betul tak? Takkanlah dia nak buat fencing luar sahaja. Tak logik lah kalau fencing luar saja. Dia yang bagi kita ada line di dalam fencing tu. Okay, so all of this is it has a 200 meter of fencing. Dia nak buat fence. Okay, what is the maximum area of each field? Okay, so kamu kena faham 200 meter yang diberi pada kamu, it's the length, the total length of the field means it is the perimeter. Okay, so partner untuk area, lagi-lagi pasal fencing, dia partner dia dengan perimeter. Some question partner dia volume dengan area, betul tak? In this time, dia adalah area and perimeter. Sebab dia bagi kita the total fence that they want to do, the fence lah, the total length of the fence is 200 meter. So kamu kena sendiri faham bahawa ini adalah perimeter. 200 meter ni adalah the total length of the fence that he wants. Okay, that he has, sorry. So now perimeter dia kita faham. Macam mana kita nak kira perimeter dalam huruf X dan Y di sini. It is actually how many Y do you have? You have 4Y, isn't it? So 4Y plus with how many? How many X do you have? You have 6X. So this 6X plus 4Y is the total parameter is the total perimeter of the fence lah, which is 200. So what you can do is just write it down. You have 6x, say 6x plus 2o plus 4y. This is the total parameter dalam unknown because you do not know how long is the x and how long is the y. You do not know. You kena letak dalam huruf yang unknown tu, but you at least can count it. You know, you have 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so 6x. And then you have 4y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4y. Okay, that is the total parameter perimeter, you plus it, then you make it equals to 200. Okay, because that is the length, total length that we know. So yeah, it makes sense then. It's very logic here because that is 200 is the perimeter, so it's equal. Now, this will be your first equation. Okay, this is your first equation where you can, where you can divide it. You can divide it by 2. Below you divide it by 2, this equation, you will get 3x plus 2y equal it to 100. Okay, so that is things that you have. Okay, apa lagi? Sekarang ni dia tanya, what is the maximum area of each field? So I think you should highlight this word, area. So bila nampak area, kena keluarkan formula area. Okay. Oh, ni saya tulis dululah. Saya kena clear apa yang soalan minta. Find the maximum area. So I put A max of each small field. Okay, don't worry about that. Yang penting you faham dulu area. So you got to keluarkan formula area pula. So formula area, what is the area for this particular field? What is the area? Okay. So the area is, since you know that this is x times, this is x plus x plus x is 3x. And so the area of the field, of the field is 3x times y. Okay, this is actually area kan, length times height kan. So 3x times y, which is 3xy. That is your area. So you write it down. The area is equals to 3xy. Kenapa saya ambil 3xy? Because this is the total length of the, you know, untuk kesemuanya, walaupun this is each small field, but it already counted for 3 of them. So itu yang dimasukkan 3x dan darabkan dengan y. Okay, that is the meaning of area. Length times height. Okay, you should know that. Now, sekarang ni, kita nak cari area. Tapi kita ada 2 unknown. So, A is equals to 3xy. When you want to differentiate it, you know, satu benda dalam minda kita lah. Are we going to differentiate it with respect to x or differentiate it with respect to y? So, kamu kena tanya diri kamu benda tu. You know, you gotta ask yourself which one that you want to do because you can't do both. You only can do one of it. Okay, sebab ni ada 2 unknown. So, tak bolehlah nak selesai dengan cara ada 2 unknown. Mesti salah satu ni kita kena jadikan dia in terms, everything is in terms of x ataupun everything is in terms of y. Faham ke? So right hand side must only have only one unknown. Mesti ada satu unknown sahaja. Okay, and so this parameter gonna help you. So this parameter gonna help you, which I think I want to make 3x as a subject. Sebab sini nanti saya senang. Saya terus ada 3x. And sini pun dah alang-alang kebetulan ada 3x. Saya pun sukalah nak guna 3x sebagai subject. And then I put 100 minus 2y. Okay, saya jadikan, so perimeter dan area, dua-dua formula ni mesti saling digunakan. Okay, so I'll make 3x as a subject and therefore I'll get 100 minus 2y. Saya jadikan 3x sebagai subject sebab saya nak masukkan dia ke dalam formula area. This one. Yang saya duplicate ni, oops. Hang on. Yang saya, yeah. I duplicate it and I sub it into the area. You can actually do in terms of x as well. You nak cuba boleh. Man, some of you might got the answer as well. Boleh. Kalau jumpa jawapan, yes, you are correct. The thing is, saya nak buat jalan kerja senang. Saya jadikanlah 3x sebagai subject. And therefore, I put it into the area. Okay, and therefore, I'll get equation of the area is all in terms of y. Satu unknown sahaja. So, soalan-soalan yang optimization memang kena begini. Sebelum differentiate, you kena make sure bahawa you kena make sure bahawa everything here on the right hand side mesti one unknown only. You know, itu adalah soalan optimization, okay, before you differentiate. And so you now can expand it. You will get 100 y minus 2y squared. This is your A. And then you are ready to differentiate it. Kenapa kita nak differentiate with respect to y? Kenapa kita nak differentiate? Because we want to differentiate and make it equal to 0. This is the most important thing dalam optimization problem. Dalam optimization problem, this thing is very, very important. The first derivative must be equal to 0 is the most important thing, VVIP, yang kamu paling kena faham. Okay? This is the most things that you have to understand, that the first derivative must be equal to 0. Sebab apa? Sebab whenever it is equal to 0, we can find, chapter 10 mengajar kita, apabila first derivative kita equal to 0, kita boleh cari extremum. Extremum bermaksud minimum ataupun maximum. You do know that already. Sebab tu kena cari first derivative. Okay, you faham konsep ni, you memang tak ada masalah langsung dengan chapter 10 optimization. Okay, so there you go. You differentiate A with respect to y, you will get 100 minus 4y and make it equal to 0. Daripada situ dapatlah y value. 4y is equals to 100. Therefore, this is y is equals to 25. So you dapatlah y. The thing is, you gotta make you gotta check as well. You mesti check sama ada, check. Maybe I should write down. Check sama ada. Check sama ada y is equals to 5 ni. Di mana dia ada apa? Ada maksimum tak? Adakah nilai 25 meter ni, adakah 25 meter untuk y punya panjang ni, dia mempunyai maksimum. Dia mempunyai maksimum area. Adakah dia mempunyai maksimum? So you gotta check it. Check sama ada y is equal to 25 is maximum. Macam mana cara nak check adalah dengan use second derivative. Okay, d2a dy2. So this is your first derivative. You kena pandai sendiri. Ikutlah, mungkin cara susunan saya, ini yang mudah bagi saya nampak. Some of you pandai juga, dia susun ikut cara dia sendiri supaya dia lebih faham. Up to you guys. Asalkan ada, asalkan konsep tu ada, that's all. Okay, now first derivative is here. This is your first derivative. Now I got to produce my second derivative, which is -4. Saya tak perlu explain lah kenapa saya dapat -4. It is just because differentiate this equation gonna give me -4. That's all. So my second derivative is the number. Okay, so when I gotta make some ayat sedikit lah. When y is equals 25 meter, second derivative is -4, which is give me this is less than 0. So kalau second derivative less than 0 means it is a maximum. It is a relative maximum. So daripada situ, oh betul lah. Aku telah pun menjawab soalan bahawa yang diminta mestilah maksimum. Kalau dekat sini you dapat minimum, kalau dekat sini you dapat sebaliknya lah kan. Maksudnya there is something wrong with your first derivative ataupun your equation. Dari situ you tahulah, oh there's something wrong here if my what I get doesn't sync with what the question want. Faham ke maksud saya ni? So yang ini sebenarnya membantu, sangat-sangat membantu kamu untuk make sure that you are doing the correct thing. Therefore, you are quite sure and I think you should love chapter 10 sebab you boleh double check from your solution that you are doing the right thing, you know. So dekat sini you should be very grateful, you know, that you can check, oh you get the maximum means my y is correct. So I'm good. And so bila dah cari y, bolehlah cari x. So from this parameter tadi, from this equation, from here, from this thing, I can find my x. I should find x value as well. So bila dah confirm yang dia maksimum, barulah boleh masuk ke dalam equation ni lah. Baru boleh cari the next value. Okay, bila dah confirm lah. Selagi tak confirm, selagi tak double check menggunakan second derivative. Okay, benda ni penting ya. Kamu nampak je remeh. Nampak je miss. Objective question macam tak ada markah je. Macam mana nak bagi markah, betul tak? Macam itulah kan. Sebab dia checking je kan. You kalau fikir macam tu, maksudnya you kurang minat belajar maths lah. So this is actually very important to write. Sebab untuk memastikan kita tengah betul dan juga bila dah betul baru boleh cari the next value. Okay, and so masukkan nilai y. And so 3x is equals to 100 minus 50. Therefore, x is 50 over 3. And so that's your value of y. That's your value of x. So now you are happy. You dah ada dua nilai, iaitu nilai x dan nilai y. Okay. Soalan minta apa? Soalan kata find the area of each small field. Okay, you got to remember what you are doing right now is the area of luar sahaja. Yang kamu ambil equation ni adalah 3x darab y. What you are doing is total field, you know. It's like the luar, you ambil luar je, you tak ambil dalam pun. So this is the equation of yang luar, 3x times y. Ini adalah area of the total bahagian luar sahaja. Not each of them. So it's okay. You don't be afraid. You can still use this equation. in order to find the area of the maximum yang dia mahu, which this thing is initially 3x times y, betul tak? Initially 3x times y, which itu adalah total. Dia adalah total bahagian luar saja. So kalau saya nak each small field, soalan yang kata dia nak small field, each small field, dia minta each small field dekat sini. So I have to divide the equation with respect pula. I have just to divide this by 3. That's all I have to do. Okay, so what did I get is 100 minus 2 times 25 times 25 divided by 3. Okay. And so you will get 417 meters squared. Okay. Yeah. Kamu faham ke kenapa saya divide it by 3? Can anyone respond me here? Do you understand why do I divide it by 3? Can any of you comment there in the chat there? Do you understand why do I divide it by 3? I divide it by 3 sebab dia kata dia nak each small field. Dan small field kita ada 3. Sebab tu kita perlu bahagi 3. From the equation of the area yang asal. Miss, kalau macam tu apa gunanya kita cari X? Boleh kalau kamu nak pakai ni. You want to try? Masukkan 3X. You can also do area max is equals to 3xy divided by 3, which is xy lah, betul tak? You want to try? Let's try. So x times y, your x is 50 over 3, times it with 25. Do you get it? Yeah, 416.67. So 416.67, it's when you round it off, you will get 417. So basically, formula, kamu jangan confuse, miss kejap cari X, tapi miss tak pakai X. You know, I know some of you might mad of me, but saya just bagi 2 jenis jawapan dekat sini. Okay, this is the first equation that you can give me. I mean, you can use both of them. Okay, you can use this equation ataupun you nak pakai equation ni pun boleh juga. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Can you understand what I'm teaching here? So, kamu sedang menulis? Kejap ya Lim, let me explain my explanation here first. So, you can use any equation because they are just the same. You do understand that this is equal, right? When this is equal, it means you can use any of them. You can use 3xy, you can nak pakai yang ini pun boleh, you nak pakai ini pun boleh. Just, you can use it because they are just the same thing. Nak pakai 3xy pun boleh juga. Tak ada masalah. Sebab jawapannya akan tetap sama juga. Okay? So, Miss, if we accidentally skip the step VVIP, d2y dx2, for this question, will it cut my marks? To be honest, Lim, in exams, subjective exams, like we used to do in our previous year, actually there is marks over there. There is 1 mark over there. Sebab dari situlah baru kita faham which one is mean and which one is max, isn't it? So that second derivative is important actually. Tapi disebabkan kamu objective question, dan in fact your solution will not be counted. Jadi dari situ kamu tahulah, oh, you can work smart. But it's not wrong also if you keep on checking, isn't it? Janganlah rasa Miss kata macam ni, buat macam ni. Tak, kamu dah besar kan? Kamu boleh faham mana yang baik untuk kamu. Alright? So at the same time, di samping work hard, you must also think smart, study smart. Mana yang nak cukup, you tak cukup masa dalam exam, you should skip that. That is things that you have to be smart in exam. Mana yang aku rasa aku patut tulis, aku tulis. Yang aku rasa macam melambatkan aku, janganlah tulis. Yeah, things that you kena pandai fikir. Bila you banyak buat latihan, baru you tahu, mana aku patut tulis, mana yang aku tak payah tulis. Macam tu. Bila dah banyak buat latihan lah, baru dapat rasa benda tu, So, yeah, I do hope you at least understand. This question is asking about fencing. And thank you, Unida River, siapa ni, Intan, and I think I know you, Fazil. Thank you for responding there. You said you faham. I really hope that your friends also faham. Okay, kalau mereka kawan-kawan yang just struggle, please help them also. Okay, jangan simpan seorang-seorang ilmu ni. It's not good. Okay, share with your friends. So, I do really hope that you already understand fully what is optimization problem, and I really hope that you enjoy as well. Setakat yang satu semester yang you belajar ni asyik calculate je, compute je, it's boring, isn't it? So this is the real life situation, So if people ask you to calculate things given a perimeter, you can do some maths over here. Just take some paper or your digital iPad or tab, use it and calculate it, finding the maximum area that they can have, So this is interesting. I hope you enjoy it at the same time. Sambil kamu, you have to do exams and all, but please do enjoy this learning. This is a real life situation, it's really interesting untuk belajar semua ni. Okay, now let's go to the next question, which is 17. Saya fokus dengan apa yang vote paling banyak dulu ya. So now the milk, question 17. Let's read the question. The milk is poured into the hemisphere bowl. Please, step 1, you do understand that you have to draw it first, extract the information. Okay, having the radius of 4 and the rate of this one. Kenapa dia positif? Sebab air masuk. Air masuk, it's a positive sign. Okay, if the depth of the milk in the bowl is H centimeter, okay, and its volume is given to you already. So if the equation is dah diberi pada kamu, tinggal pakai sahaja. Okay, and at the instant the milk is 3/2 centimeter deep, which means this is the H. Kalau dia cakap pasal deep ni, mestilah ketinggian, the depth of the water. Okay, and then find the rate of change of the H. So let's do it. So you do not know the rate of the, so dia nak cari apa ni? Okay, sabar dulu. Keluarkan information. You dah keluarkan information here. This is a rate of the, how do I know it's V? How do I know it's the volume? It's because cubic here. Because of the cubic, let me highlight it. Because of this cubic here, give you the sign of the volume. Okay? So you know that's the volume with respect to time. So this is the 3 pi, positive 3 pi centimeter cube per second. And then this is the given, so you have to use it. Tak payahlah susah payah nak cari formula, tinggal pakai je. And then what they ask from us is the height. No. The rate of change. kadar. The rate of change of the height is going up. Going up sebab air terisi kan, sebab tu air menaik. The rate of change with respect to time when the height is 3/2. Dia spesifik dekat kita. Dia spesifik pada kita saying that dia nak the rate itu, dia nak kadar tersebut pada ketinggian 3/2 cm. Dia yang minta. So this is another interesting soalan yang kita boleh jawab menggunakan rate of change 10.2. So what you have here is that you use the volume equations that are given to you. You use it. Okay. And then all you have to do is check. Mula-mula check dulu. Equation V ni, everything is in terms of what? Unknown. Unknown dia ada berapa? Unknown dia ada satu sahaja. One unknown only. So we are good. If we are good, we have one unknown only. So we can proceed now. You know? So if we can proceed now, therefore we can differentiate it now. Terus differentiate. Sebab tak ada apa yang perlu diubah kan. So we are very happy sebab dia memang dah dalam satu unknown. So we can proceed with differentiate. Okay, rate of change pun masih differentiate. So you don't have to worry. Mesti akan differentiate punya lah chapter 10. So 8h minus h squared. So that is your first derivative. And you know that untuk soalan rates, okay, d dt takkan ada yang perlu equal to 0. No. Equal to 0 is only optimization problem. But the rates here, the rates that involving t, time, you know that you will do chain rule. Therefore, the chain rule of this thing, you should write the formula first lah. Write down the chain rule of that with respect to time. So here goes the chain rule. dv dh. You just use whatever you have here. Pakai je apa yang you ada dekat atas ni. So dv dh is equals to dv times dh. Okay. And so you know that here is dt dt. Okay. Rate of change, most of them is pakai chain rule begini. So dt dt. So everything will be respect to t. Sebab rate of change, yeah. Benda ni normal. And so you know you have something already, which is 3 pi. So you can put down here 3 pi. Okay, in fact, it's a positive. So you write it down. 3 pi is the things that you have. Yang ini, apa lagi yang you ada? You ada dvdh, isn't it? Yeah, you ada dvdh, which is pi times 8h minus h squared. This is from where? This is from this, the first derivative that you have found. So you write it down there. Okay, and the rest of it, this is the things that you do not have. dt dh, you tak ada. You tulis sahaja. So masukkan apa you ada. Macam itulah, selalu fikir macam tu. Therefore, your dt dh is equals to pi. Nak duplicate je lah. Yeah, and so you can cut it, and you faham yang you mahu is you want to find dh dt. This is the things that you want. You nak dh yang atas, h yang atas. The rate of change of the height with respect to time. So you kena terbalikkan lah. You faham at the end of the day, you have to terbalikkan dia jadi dh dt. And so dia akan jadi 3/8h minus h squared. You know that already. And so you are almost there. The thing is, takkanlah nak bagi jawapan dalam bentuk unknown. You know that we have something. When h is equals to 3/2, when h is equals to 3/2 centimeter, your dh dt is equals to 3 over, tulislah. Masukkan H ke dalam rate kamu. Masukkan 3/2 ni ke dalam rate of change. That's it. That is how easy it is. And so you will get 4/13 centimeter per second. Ikut je apa yang dibagi. Apa unit yang dibagi, just use it. Sometimes meter, sometimes centimeter. Just use it. What you are given here, this is a hint already. Centimeter per second. Kenapa tak ada square, tak ada cube? Sebab this is only the height. Okay, the height means it's just a length of meters, of centimeters. That's all. Okay, and I hope you do really understand yang rate of change. Macam ni lah permainan dia. You have to use chain rule. According to the question, you have one unknown. You boleh proceed. Macam ni lah cara nak menulis rate of change. You know. So this is the height of 3/2. So let's say if you want to find the height of 5 cm, you tinggal masukkan je ke dalam equation rate of change kamu. You can find any height that you want by using this equation, by using this particular rate of change of height, rate of change of the height. You know, you kena faham maksud. Bila you faham maksud dia, faham soalan, you will feel that this chapter is so interesting. I really hope many of you feel what I feel, that this is a real life situation example, that it is so fun that you can try and error, trying 10 centimeter ke, try how many meters that you want. Just try it and you can find the rate, isn't it? Main lah dengan equation ni. Maths is about playing also, playing the things, trying and error, experimenting. Yeah, you will love it if you understand it, you know. Okay, now let's go to the next part, which is B. Sekarang ni kita nak jawab soalan B pula. Kita dah jawab soalan A. Soalan B, find the rate of change of the radius of the milk surface. Wow. Dekat mana? At the height of 3/2 cm deep. Dia kata apabila the height is 3/2 cm deep, okay, find the rate of the radius. Kali ni, tadi sebelum tu dia suruh cari dHdt. Sekarang ni kita diminta untuk cari the rate of change of the radius pula. So dr dt pula yang diminta pada kita. Okay, so you kena faham, keluarkan soalan apa yang diminta. You know, you kena pandai keluarkan info, tulis short notes, all of that. You should learn it now. You should appreciate it now, sebab all of this, taking notes, taking small information out of long words, it will benefit you, you know. It will benefit you in the future bila masuk universiti nanti. Okay, biasakan sekarang, kerja kuat sekarang, sebab dia akan memudahkan urusan kamu nanti. Sekarang memang tak nampak. So this is the small little things that you should understand, that you are doing. If you are doing the hard work, you are actually fine. Okay, kena faham benda tu. Saya tahu kamu penat, kamu rasa susah, you know, but you at the same time, you should be very grateful that what you are doing right now, the hard work that you put into it, it's all good for you. It's all really good. It's just that you do not know it. And I'm telling you right now, if you work hard, you are doing good. And I'm proud of you for that. Okay, so now masuklah pula kita. Kenapa Miss tulis Pythagoras theorem ni? Patutnya saya padam. Tapi saya dah tertulis. It's okay. So there is a hint of Pythagoras theorem over here. Disebabkan, padamlah. Delete ni. Saya kena explain dulu. So now, dalam hemisphere, I know Miss dok kata dalam video, Pythagoras theorem tu hanya pada cone je, Miss. Kenapa dalam sphere pula ni? In fact, this is hemisphere. Okay, hemisphere. So this is hemisphere ball where we can also have Pythagoras theorem, disebabkan you can make this triangle. You can make this right angle triangle here. Okay, mengikut dia punya um, dia punya semakin banyak air susu tu masuk, the water in, the milk in, of course the air tu makin meninggi, betul tak? And so bila makin meninggi, makin ada different height of the water level, and so benda ni juga boleh dicari. Dicari dan dikaji, by using Pythagoras theorem, having different height, and having different radius. Radius of the water level agak berbeza, ya. Dekat sini kena hati-hati. What we have here is the radius of the hemisphere. Benda ni fix. The radius of the hemisphere is 4 cm. Therefore, kalau sorry, lukisan saya mungkin tak nampak macam hemisphere sangat. Okay, tapi you kena faham bahawa this is 4 cm. When you go down, all of this is also 4 cm. Okay, bila satu bulatan, bila you push, hemisphere should be having same radius. Okay, same radius. It's don't care if it's here or if it's here. This is 4 centimeter, or here, this all should be 4 centimeter, or here, dekat sini. Or here, this is 4 centimeter. Sebab dia hemisphere, so this should be 4 centimeter. You kena labelkan dia. This is 4 centimeter. Because this is the radius of the hemisphere. So the radius are the same. Okay. Yang lain dia adalah the height. The height will be different according to how many water going in. And therefore, you should understand that this is the unknown height. Okay, ini adalah huruf H. So this is the unknown H. Where you do not know, the water level could be going 3 centimeter, going up a bit 5 centimeter, going up a bit 6 centimeter, betul tak? Height dia berubah-ubah, so you do not know. So kalau you tak tahu height dia, and in fact dia tak fix kan, sebab height dia boleh kejap. 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter. So bila height dia tak fix, not fix. Bila when the height, ketinggian of the air tidak tetap, so you kena labelkan huruf unknown. Sebab ketinggian dia tidak tetap. You kena labelkan dia sebagai unknown because you do not know it. So, bila you dah tahu sini H, you boleh cari apakah ketinggian di sini. Ketinggian di sini adalah 4 minus H. 4 minus H. Okay. So this is the ketinggian of 4 minus H. Bukan ketinggian apa, saya just nak emphasizekan, this is, kita kan nak cari Pythagoras theorem. We are using Pythagoras theorem. Bila kita nak guna Pythagoras theorem, kita mesti ada yang ini, apa ni? Macam mana nak sebut lah? We must have this length, all of this mestilah cari apakah semua-semua ni. Okay? And do you know what the radius here? You know, bila air makin naik, bukan takat height je yang you tak tahu makin tinggi. Selain daripada ketinggian of air tersebut, makin tinggi, the radius is also different. Betul tak? Dekat sini pun mestilah makin berbeza-beza apabila air makin naik, dia punya radius dekat sini pun makin menaik juga. So, here is where you do not know what is the radius, and therefore, you labelkan dia R. Logik ke explanation saya dekat sini? Boleh faham ke explanation saya dekat sini? So, you dah ada, so by now you have R, you have 4 minus H, and you have 4. So dekat sini you dah ada you dah ada benda yang you patut ada untuk pakai Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so I really hope you nampak logic explanation Maze dekat sini. Sebab makin air makin naik, bukan takat level of the water, height sahaja yang berubah, tapi radius pun berubah. Of course lah kan. So sebab tu kalau dia berubah-ubah, dia tidak fix. And so we have to use unknown. Use unknown. Benda ni you kena take note, take note. Use unknown because you do not know. Because it's changing by time. So Pythagoras theorem kita memerlukan this times plus this. Okay, r squared plus this thing squared will be equals to 4 squared. You know that Pythagoras theorem begitu. So I use r squared plus 4 minus h squared. River je ke yang rasa logik? Yang lain tak rasa logik ke? Risaulah. Equal it to 4 squared. So this is the Pythagoras theorem of, Pythagoras theorem mesti ada squared, right? Just make sure that this will be plus with this. So the radius, the unknown radius, times it with this, 4 minus h, everything squared plus this together, and then equal it to the hypotenuse here, 4 squared. That is the Pythagoras theorem. So this is the equation yang kamu perlu fikir sendiri. Okay, fikir sendiri. And I know you would feel, masih berfikir. Okay, apa yang masih berfikir tu? If you don't mind to share with us. Kalau kamu ada soalan, boleh tanya dekat dalam chat tu. Okay. Saya tak rushing kali ni. I will go slow a bit this time. Please tell me ada apa yang kamu kurang faham dekat sini. Adakah 4 tolak H? Adakah 4 tolak H? Adakah R? Saya kan tak ada hemisphere nak tunjuk. If I have all of the tools, I can show you, I can't because I don't have hemisphere with me. A bowl pun ada dekat Semenanjung. Rumah sini tak ada bowl. Hemisphere. Ada soalan ke nak tanya? Ada sesiapa lagi ke yang masih cuba untuk faham bahagian ni? Yang R tu Miss. Oh, kenapa R? Mangkuk Miss. River. You make me laugh a bit now. Okay, thank you. Saya tak ada mangkuk lah. Saya ada ke? Kalau saya ada mangkuk pun, macam mana saya nak tunjuk radius? Oh my god. Mangkuk. Ish. Okay, boleh tak semua orang bayangkan saja tangan saya ni macam bentuk mangkuk, hemisphere. So, and this is the radius. I wish I have some bowl over here. I don't have, I'm so sorry. I really don't. Wait. I do have this thing. And panjang sangat pula saya punya apa nama ni? Pencil ni. So imagine saya tak ada pencil yang kecil lah. So imagine that okay, let's say lah. So I said here that this is the radius. Kamu nampak ke? So this is the radius, isn't it? I really wish I have a small pencil now. Ataupun tak ada small pencil lah. Okay, I do not know how to explain this. Ish. Ada siapa boleh bagi idea? Saya kat rumah bolehlah saya buat macam ni. Okay, so now. Saya patahkan pensel ni kan? Okay, now. So what we have here is, okay, this is the radius. This is the diameter. Okay, this is the diameter. So imagine pencil saya ni separuh. Potong separuh. Saya tak boleh nak potong, sayang lah benda ni. Okay, imagine that this. Okay. Maybe I can do like this. Okay. Okay, can you see my pencil here? Can you see my pencil here? Kamu rasa logik tak kalau radius dekat sini going down, kamu rasa radius dia sama tak? Going down. Do you think that the radius is the same no matter how much they went? No matter saya pusing macam mana pun pencil saya ni, I still have the same radius. I'm so sorry guys, I don't prepare for this, but I try my best to explain it to you all that hemisphere akan ada radius yang sama untuk satu bulatan ni, untuk satu macam mana cakap akan ada radius yang sama. Okay, so when the water in I don't have water right now. So imagine kalau air masuk. Bila air masuk, the radius is not. Okay, sekarang ni apa yang kita tak faham sekarang? Isu dia sekarang ni yang tak difaham adalah radius di sini kan? This is the radius that you belum faham, betul tak? Yang R. So tadi kan saya dah kata the radius mesti sama. So kalau radius ni sama, meaning you understand what I said here when this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4. Yang saya highlight ni semuanya 4 cm. Okay, setakat ni faham ke? Setakat ni boleh faham ke? Bahawa radius di sini semua adalah 4 cm. Do you understand now? Do you understand that this is 4 cm? Because hemisphere, dia mempunyai radius yang sama. Okay, sebab itulah pada asalnya, saya letak sini 4 cm. Okay, sebab itulah pada asalnya, saya letak ini 4 cm. Warna oranye ni 4 cm. Okay. So, mana datang 4 tolak H? Mana datang 4 tolak H? Disebabkan H dekat sini unknown. Kenapa H dekat sini unknown? Unknown because air makin naik, mestilah height of the water is different. Mestilah ketinggian air tersebut makin berbeza-beza. Makin naik makin tinggi, makin naik makin tinggi. And so you do not know, you label H. And so untuk ketinggian triangle di sini, 4 tolak H. Sebab, yelah, pada asalnya kan 4. Pada asalnya kan sini 4. And so 4, ketinggian asal 4, tolaklah H di bawah ni. Dapatlah 4 tolak H. Okay, boleh ke? So mana datang radius ni? Disebabkan sama je lah macam kefahaman H tadi. H boleh berubah-ubah. Makin air masuk, makin berbeza ketinggian dia. Tapi kita tak naklah letak nombor sebab kita tak tahu nombor apa. Sebab dia boleh berubah-ubah. So kalau H boleh berubah-ubah, of course lah radius pun berubah-ubah. Sebab makin naik, radius berubah. Makin naik, radius makin membesar. Radius makin besar. Makin air naik, makin besarlah radius tersebut. Logik tak? Aigoo. So radius dan height ini berubah makin air naik. Macam tu je. Jadi fokus kita sekarang ni nak cari Pythagoras theorem. Untuk cari Pythagoras theorem, so untuk guna Pythagoras theorem perlulah mempunyai radius untuk, this right angle triangle is helping us, this right angle triangle terdapat juga dalam hemisphere sebab, like I said, Pythagoras theorem is beautiful, can be used in many things. So hemisphere is one of it. Dengan sangat cantiknya maths ini, Pythagoras theorem boleh digunakan di mana-mana yang logic, di mana-mana yang boleh dipakai, this is one of it. Kita ada height, dan kita ada 4 minus h, kita ada r, kita ada 4 minus h, dan kita ada 4 cm. So bolehlah pakai Pythagoras theorem. Okay, kita perlu pakai Pythagoras theorem sebab kita tak tahu unknown ni apa. Kita tak tahu lagi. Sebab tu kita perlu tulis unknown sebab kita tak tahu. Okay, so now from this Pythagoras theorem, you can actually find your r sebab you dah ada h. Bila you dah ada h, I'm going to delete this. So, oops. So this is it. You can find your r dengan memasukkan nilai h kamu yang because 3/2 is given to you, and therefore you can find the r. Okay, you can find the r now. You need the r sebab apa? Saya akan explain. Sekejap ya. Let's just find the r first. So r squared is equals to 8. 5/2 plus 5/2. So let's just calculate this one first. Ya Allah, kenapa saya asyik tertekan So you try to find your r first. 25/4. And so your r is eventually square root of 39. Square root of 39/2. Okay, you cari dulu nilai r kamu. Okay, sebab dia minta cari the rate of the radius, the rate of change of the radius apabila height dia 3/2. So dia dah spesifik dekat mana yang dia minta, iaitu pada height tersebut. So bila dah pada height tersebut, kita bolehlah cari r kita pakaikan Pythagoras theorem tadi tu. So dapatlah nilai r, value of r. So bila dah dapat value of r, we can use them. We can use both of them in our equation. But how is this happening? How do we insert the value of r and h into the equation? Macam mana? This is actually, kalau kamu bijak, kalau kamu betul-betul belajar chapter 10, you will realize that this is an implicit function. Okay, so, kenapa Miss tahu dia implicit? Sebab everything here is squared. Do you remember x squared plus y squared plus equals to r squared? And then Miss differentiate it with respect to t untuk setiap term. Miss differentiate setiap term with respect to t sebab we are talking about time, the rate of change. Okay, dia tak boleh dia ada dua unknown. Okay, kenapa saya nampak dia implicit? Sebab Sebab every unknown here ada squared. Do you remember x squared plus y squared? So y squared is another unknown yang ada squared. So if every unknown ada squared ataupun ada cubic ataupun xy, do you remember x cube atau y cube ataupun y squared? Macam apabila yang ada y yang pelik-pelik, ada y yang agak bukan single. Selalu kan y dia single, betul tak? In this case, y is not single. In this case, our h is not single. Our h is squared. Even our r is squared. So in this case, kita kena faham, kita tengah cuba nak apply implicit differentiation untuk setiap term. Okay, differentiate with respect to t. So dekat sini, saya dah pun ajar. If you remember my example in my video, I use ladder. Do you remember? Tangga. Saya mengajar dalam kuliah tangga. Tangga X. This is X and this is Y. Okay. Sebabkan di Pythagoras theorem, the X squared plus Y squared equals to the tangga 10 meters. Kalau kamu ingat example tu, inilah konsep yang sama kita tengah cuba apply. So I'll put it here. We are trying to differentiate each term with respect to t sebabkan ni rate. And so I go on, I'll get 2r dr dt. Saya rasa dekat sini saya tak perlu explain lah kenapa ya 2r dr dt ni. Okay, this is what? This is chain rule ataupun power rule. I have explained this. I don't want to explain it here. Okay? I hope you know this by yourself already sebab kita pernah belajar. Okay, now 2 times 4 minus h square 1 times negative 1. So this is power rule. But don't forget, times it with dh dt. Yang belah kanan ni pula 0. Sebab constant, differentiate any constant with respect to t is 0. Okay, so this thing is you differentiate by using power rule. And then jangan lupa kena darabkan dengan dh sebab ini adalah huruf h. So you darabkan dengan dh dt. Okay, this is konsep darab. Okay, this is what we call as power rule. Okay, both of these are power rule. Kalau lupa, kena tengok video saya bahagian implicit differentiation. 9.4. Implicit differentiation, can go to that back if you forget. Kenapa macam ni? I hope many of you understand by now. So now, saya simplifykan dia. Saya simplifykan dia dan saya dah boleh bersedia untuk memasukkan apa-apa info yang saya ada. Contoh yang saya ada adalah my value of R and value of H. So my value of R and H are ready to be subbed into the equation. Dah boleh masuk sebab dah differentiate. Bila dah differentiate with respect to T, barulah boleh masukkan sebab secara logiknya guys, secara logiknya kita kan tengah cari the rate of change. Of course lah you mesti differentiate with respect to T. Okay, kena differentiate dahulu. Sama ada implicit ke, sama ada chain rule ke, kena pandai fikir sendiri. Soalan-soalan begini adalah agak mencabar dari segi kamu punya kekuatan formula. Okay, dekat itu je yang mencabarnya chapter 10 ni. So some questions you have to think by yourself that, oh, this is implicit. So kena pakai di implicit in differentiation. Some of them pakai chain rule biasa. So yang penting kamu faham sekarang, kena differentiate with respect to T. Bila dah ada with respect to T, barulah bersedia untuk masukkan nilai R dan nilai H ke dalam equation kamu. Okay, so now you are ready to sub in your R. What is your R? Your R is square root 39 over 2. Okay, do you have the RDT? No, you don't have it. And so you want to find it. Saya letak warna orange. 4 minus H. 4 minus H. Your H is 3 over 2. Okay, dH dt. I want to ask you, do you know that you have dH dt? Kamu sedar tak kamu ada dH dt? Dari mana dH dt yang kamu ada? dH dt adalah daripada soalan yang pertama, soalan A tadi, which is 4 over 14. So all you have to do is just use it. Sebab soalan yang pertama adalah height yang sama juga. The same height, 3 over 2. And so you can use 4 over 3 inside here. 4 over 13 inside your equation. So that is how beautiful of the Pythagoras theorem. Cut, dr dt. You simplify it. So 520 over 13 here. And so jadikan dr dt sebagai subject. And you will get 20 over 13 times square root of 39. Ta-da! That's it. And you know that this is centimeter per second. Yay, well done. You have found the rate of the change of the radius by just sub in the informations that you have. Okay, just by sub in the information that you have from the question A. And I hope you pandai baca formula. You pandai baca bila waktu perlu implicit dan bila waktu tak pakai implicit. Kena banyak buat latihan. Banyak jumpa soalan, lagi banyak kamu buat, lagi pandailah kamu tackle apa dia nak. Macam tu. Okay, so I hope you are good now. You are very clear on why do we want to find the rate of change kadar radius tu makin menaik. And in fact, this is positive, betul tak? Sebab air masuk dalam ni, air susu masuk, okay? Air susu masuk ke dalam bowl, ke dalam hemisphere ini, and so dia positif lah. It's logic. From there, you know that, oh, I think my answer is a positive because water is going inside. And it's logic of that. Kalau water going out, you should have a negative sign. Dari situ pun boleh tahu which one jawapan yang tepat. Okay, you have to be smart. Macam tu. Tapi, kalau kamu nak tanya saya lagi, Miss, takkanlah radius negatif, Miss? Radius tak boleh jadi negatif. Radius mesti positif. Sebab tu Miss ambil nilai radius positif. So, this is another thing that you should be smart. Okay, you have to be smart and brave. Learning that, radius should be positive. Takkanlah negatif. Dia tak ada kaitan dengan air masuk dengan air keluar. Air masuk, air keluar adalah untuk volume sahaja. Faham tak? You know, even me myself, to be honest, I am also learning this chapter 10. I do struggle as how you feel right now. Untuk chapter 10, it is totally fine if you feel it's hard at the first time. Memang susah. Memang susah untuk faham soalan, keluarkan maklumat dan you know, buat implicit lagi. I know it's a struggle, but it is also possible as long as you're not giving up. As long as you are semangat dan suka nak belajar, ada perasaan suka nak belajar dan tahu perasaan yang curious, you know. If you have that kind of feeling, please love yourself, you know. You should be very grateful. That is the ultimate of learning. I want to know more. I'm so curious. That is the best feeling of learning lah kan. Okay, now I think I should go on to the next example, which is 23. "17" dah settle, 23 and then 27 and 29. Okay, 23 ni saya go fast ya. Okay, I'll go fast a bit here. Soalan nombor 23. The position of the particle moving along a straight line at any time. The position moving along a straight line. Ni moving along a straight line is given by S. Okay, where S is the distance of the particles from the origin to a point. Huruf ni huruf yang saya create. P ke W ke tak kisah. It is just that from origin it goes to a certain point with the distance of S. Okay, and the distance of S is this equation. Okay, and then find the velocity of the particles when the acceleration becomes 0. So if you look at my solution here, so saya kena faham yang ini adalah S. So I expand it first, and then this is the things that I have, the S. So apabila saya nak differentiate, bila saya differentiate the function S with respect to T, I know that this is distance, distance kilometer per hour. So kalau kilometer per hour ataupun meter per second, you know, when you're driving, this is a bit physics, okay? When you are driving and all, you know that you have distance per time. Okay, whenever distance per time, this is also rate of change, betul tak? Okay, rate of change untuk distance. In this case, dia panggil S. Distance, the distance here is the S. But apabila the distance with respect to T, differentiate the distance with respect to T, it also means that this is the velocity, iaitu huruf V. V here means the velocity. Dalam physics, velocity adalah kilometer per hour ataupun meter per second. You tak percaya, you Google what is the meaning of velocity. Okay, velocity adalah the rate of change. Velocity adalah the rate of change of the distance per time. That is the meaning of velocity. So you differentiate it, there you go. That's the 3t squared minus 6t plus 2. Tapi sekarang ni di tengah cakap pasal acceleration pula. Acceleration in physics bermaksud, okay, jom kita faham apa maksud acceleration. Acceleration is, okay, kamu baca acceleration is the rate of change of the velocity. The rate of change of the velocity of an object with respect to time. So maksudnya, velocity yang kamu ada tadi tu, kamu differentiate kan. Okay, so this is, again I repeat, acceleration is the rate of change of the velocity of an object with respect to time. So kalau kamu tengok formula ni, kamu nampak the rate of change of the velocity with respect to time. Formula ni lebih kurang lah. Tapi cara kita tulis adalah dv dt. So dv dt. Okay. So kenapa Miss cari dv dt? Sebab dia minta cari acceleration. So we know that acceleration adalah dv dt. So saya differentiate lah saya punya function v lagi sekali. Saya differentiate my function and so I got 6t minus 6. And then dia kata apabila acceleration becomes 0, I put equal to 0. And then saya masukkan equation A saya, jadikan dia equal to 0. And then I got the value of t. So bila saya dah dapat my value of t, when the value of t is 1, and then I just put the value of t inside of the velocity. Sebab dia yang minta find the velocity of the particles. Okay, when the acceleration becomes 0. And so masukkanlah ke dalam function v saya, which is my velocity is eventually -1 meter per second. Tak kisahlah, ataupun kilometer per hour. It's up to the question. The thing is, soalan ni tak bagi unit. Kalau dia tak bagi unit, tak payahlah tulis. Jawapannya -1 sahaja. Okay? So you kena ambil masa sedikit lah untuk faham. Because you are not physics students. You are bio student. You are future doctors. So I understand if you a bit ambil masa nak faham apa maksud acceleration, apa maksud velocity. It's okay, take your time. Okay? I'm going to proceed with question B. Okay, this is much more important. Okay, so question B. A closed right circular cylindrical container of radius r and the height h is to be constructed with volume. Dia yang bagi kita volume 400 cubic centimeter. 400 pula, 4,000. 4,000 cubic centimeter ni sebenarnya 4 liter ataupun 4,000 milliliter. Okay. So you know that something, that is the volume lah. Okay. Bila nampak centimeter cube, bermaksud you tahu, dia pun dah cakap this is volume kan. Okay, tak apalah. So now the cost of the construction is 1 ringgit per centimeter squared. Okay, squared ni maksudnya area lah. Okay, dari sini you kena faham ya, you pandai cari sendiri. So this is talking about squared means this is area. Melibatkan area. So kena pakai formula area. Macam tu, kena bijak macam tu. And then the curve, okay, for the curved surface, okay, maksudnya RM1 ni untuk yang curved surface. Today I have an A4 close to me. So this is the circumference. Ini maksud dia, the curved surface. The curved surface is 1 ringgit. Harga untuk buat curve dia adalah 1 ringgit. While the top and the bottom surface, again atas A4 dan bawah A4 ni memerlukan 2 ringgit. 2 ringgit per centimeter squared. Okay, for the top and the bottom surface. Okay, so saya dah keluarkan maklumat. Maklumat saya macam ni. So maklumat saya macam ni. The cost of the material for the surface of both of its end. Okay, both of its end maksudnya bottom and the top. Okay, the top and the bottom surface, inilah maksud saya. Both of its end, yang atas dan yang bawah ni. Okay, it's 2 pi r, betul tak? 2 pi r squared. First of all, you kena faham formula ni lah. Kalau kamu tak faham formula ni, it's going to be very hard for you guys. Okay, I hope you understand that this is pi r squared, this is pi r squared. Bila ditambahkan, dia jadi 2 pi r squared. So sekarang ni top and bottom kita, bahagian atas dan bawah, this is the top and the bottom part. Total kita adalah 2 pi r squared. So this 2 pi r squared perlu didarabkan dengan 2 ringgit. Sebab kita tengah cakap pasal cost. Sebab tu kita kena darabkan dengan 2 ringgit. Boleh faham ke? Okay. Dia yang kata 2 ringgit untuk top and bottom. So saya darablah 2. Sebab kita tengah cakap pasal cost. So here it goes where you must write it down. You mesti tuliskan apa yang penting dekat sini. Maklumat yang penting adalah the cost. Kita bukan nak cari area semata-mata. Tapi kita tengah nak mencari harga. harga tersebut didarabkan dengan area mereka. Macam mana Miss tahu kenapa nak kena darab dengan area bukan volume? Sebab yang ini dia yang kata RM1 per centimeter square. RM2 per centimeter square. Centimeter square dah cukup obvious cakap pasal kita kena guna duit ini darabkan dengan area mereka. So saya tengah cuba darabkan dengan area of the cylinder lah. Area of the cylinder yang boleh saya darabkan dengan nilai duitnya, iaitu nilai duitnya adalah RM2. Manakala yang belah ni pula saya darabkan dengan RM1. Okay. Kenapa you must understand where is the formula come from. Silinder adalah satu-satunya formula yang kita faham paling logik. Paling logik sebab kita tahu dia ada dua circle. Dua circle bermaksud 2 pi r squared. Manakala circumference pula adalah 2 pi r times it with h. Datanglah 2 pi r h. Dapatlah 2 pi r h. So kamu faham yang ini adalah body dia. Body dia daripada dia F4, kita lipatkan dia menjadi bulat. Dapatlah silinder, betul tak? So this is what we call as circumference. Circumference adalah 2 pi r and then darabkan dengan ketinggian dia iaitu height. You should know this by now. Okay, silinder lah paling kena faham formula. Sebab dia logik dekat sini. Okay. So now 2 pi r squared darabkan dengan RM2. Manakala 2 pi r h darabkan dengan RM1. Sebab kita tengah cakap pasal cost material. Cost material adalah duit yang melibatkan per square, per centimeter square. So dia pasal area lah. Kenalah guna formula area sahaja. Jangan campur aduk dengan volume, tak. Okay. Tapi at the same time, you tahu this is the volume of the cylinder which is pi r squared h. So pi r squared h adalah formula volume yang perlu dihafal. Hafal sahaja sebab nak explain tak tahu. Nak explain dengan cara mudah, tidaklah semudah yang disangka. Okay, so better hafal sahaja. Kalau area, saya boleh lukis dan dia sangat teramat logik untuk faham. Tapi kalau volume, susah nak nampak logik, jadi kita hafal lah untuk volume. Pi r squared h. Hafal. Okay, saya mohon hafal. Volume, yang ini boleh hafal juga tapi at the same time hafal dan faham melalui lukisan. Okay, so now volume dekat sini akan membantu kita memakai info volume yang kita ada iaitu 4,000 cm3. So 4,000 ni pakai saja, 4,000 ni pakai, masukkan dan jadikan H sebagai subjek. Miss, kenapa Miss jadikan H sebagai subjek bukan R sebagai subjek? Miss, why do you do that? Why do you make H as a subject, not R? R pun boleh jadi subjek juga, Miss. Kenapa Miss tak nak jadikan R squared sebagai subjek? Why is that? Ada sebab dia. Okay. Sebabnya, bila kita nak differentiate nanti, kita kena jadikan salah satu sahaja yang unknown. On the right hand side, mesti one of it is unknown, not both of them. Okay, sekarang ni this is the area of the cylinder, kan? So I'm gonna put it belah sana lah. Saya tak nak campur aduk. So the total cost saya guna huruf C. Total cost adalah huruf C, iaitu apa tadi? RM2. RM2 darab 2 darab 2 pi r squared. Saya gunakan warna merah sebagai ringgit saya. Ditambahkan dengan RM1 darabkan dengan 2 pi r h. So this is the total cost. think I should highlight this. So this is the total cost that I want to pay. That I need to pay lah. It's not that I want to, but I have to pay. Okay, disebabkan RM2 untuk top and bottom dan RM1 didarabkan dengan circumference dia. Okay. So this is the total cost that I have. And so saya ringkaskan dia jadi equation yang lebih mudah nampak. And so I'll get 4 pi r squared. 4 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay. Saya rapatkan dia, saya ringkaskan dia. So this is my cost, the total cost of the RM2 per berapa tadi sentimeter squared kan. Mestilah didarabkan dengan cost. Cost mereka didarabkan dengan area. Itulah logik dia. Itulah logik dia kat situ. So this is my total cost, and I think I'm ready to differentiate with respect to, drum rolls, with respect to R ke differentiate C with respect to H. Dekat sini timbul persoalan. Aku nak differentiate with respect to R ke with respect to H? Which one? Which one is better? Which one is better? With respect to H ke with respect to R? Bukan saya nak kata dua-dua tak boleh. Salah satu tak boleh. Dua-dua boleh. Cumanya mana yang lagi senang untuk dibuat? Which one is the easiest? With respect to H ke with respect to R? Tell me. Yes, with respect to R. Thank you for that. Sebab itulah saya jadikan H saya sebagai subjek. Sebab senang. Sebab dekat formula ni ada satu je H. So masuk satu kali je. Masuk satu kali kan senang. Daripada nak berkali-kali masuk. In fact yang ini ada squared pula. Kalau ada squared, peninglah sikit. Ada pula yang tak ada squared. Ada dua R yang agak pening dekat sini. Satu R yang ada squared, satu lagi yang tak ada squared. So pening. So better lah H yang masuk, lagi senang. Okay, sebab nilai H boleh sub in kan? Betul. Nilai H perlu di sub in. Disebabkan nilai H nya satu sahaja, sebab tu senanglah nak sub in. Senang, lebih mudah, itu je. Lebih senang, lebih mudah sub in H. Kalau nak sub in R pun boleh, tapi leceh dan confusing. Senang buat careless mistakes. Okay, so better lah kita cari yang senang-senang je. Buat yang senang-senang. Okay, itulah working smart. That is the meaning of studying smart. Okay, you have to, you don't have time a lot. 1 hour and 30 minutes is not enough time. So how do you manage? You got to be smart. So cut. And so you get 8,000 berapa ni? 8,000 over R. Okay, 8,000 over R. So that is your cost, total cost. The thing is, saya nak bawa R saya naik atas supaya jadi power -1. Sebab apa? Sebab saya nak, this is optimization problem. Okay, dia nak cari, kita kena baca habis ni, tak habis baca. Dia kata state the H in terms of R. Oh, kita dah buat dah. State the H in terms of R, kita dah jawab. Okay, and then hence find the radius of the cylinder so that the cost of, ya Allah, soalan ni dah bagi tahu dah pun. Find the rate of the radius. The rate of the radius, of course lah kena jadi R sebagai Of course lah kena jadikan with respect to R. Hang on. The rate of the radius pula. I'm so sorry, guys. I talk too much. Okay. Find the radius of the cylinder. Find the radius of the cylinder so that the cost with respect to the radius. Macam ni lah maksud saya. Okay, tak ada langsung kaitan dengan time. Tak ada. I'm so sorry. Saya tersilap tadi. So this is where the radius is involved. Another thing yang boleh difikirkan adalah radius yang dimahu apabila the cost of the construction is minimum, untuk mengurangkan kos. Okay, mestilah kita buat bisnes ke apa-apa, kita nak kurangkan kos. Jadi apa-apa yang kita beli mestilah optimize, mestilah maximize ataupun minimize. Okay, bila buat bisnes kena bijak, kena cost cutting cost. So here goes, the cost is minimum. So how much is the area? How much is the cost that having knowing the radius. Bila tahu the radius, tahu dimension, baru boleh mengikut cost yang kita nak, the minimum cost yang kita nak. Bolehlah kita cari berapa panjang radius dan berapa tingginya height yang diperlukan. By using the optimization, begitulah bijaknya differentiation ini boleh diguna pakai supaya kita cari dimension, supaya kita boleh cari dimension di mana harga tu boleh harga cost tu boleh diminimizekan. Diminimumkan. Faham ke maksud soalan ni? Itulah optimization problem. So kalau optimization problem, mestilah ada equal to 0. This is optimization problem. So optimization mesti ada equal to 0 sebab nak cari minimum ataupun maximum. So here we go. We are ready now. So this is 8 pi r minus 800 over r squared equal to 0. And so saya nak cari radius, saya perlukan dimension dia. So saya darabkan dengan 8 pi r cube is equals to 8,000. Therefore 8,000 over 8 pi gonna give me 1,000 over pi. So radius bernilai 10 over cube root of pi. Tada! This is your radius. Tulis kat bawah ni lah. There you go. This is your radius. Besar sangat tulisan saya. Oops. No. So this is my radius. This is an optimization problem. So kita perlukan dimension. Dia kata find the radius Find the radius of the cylinder. Dia yang kata find the radius. Dia nak R je lah. Find the radius of the cylinder that the cost is minimum. Okay, tapi sekarang ni kita memang dah jumpa radius. Some of you mesti kalau objective question dia terus nak pilih jawapan. Oh, this is my radius. This is true already. This is confirmed true. Tapi kalau nasib kamu baik, pilih jawapan yang tepat, multiple questions. Nasib kamu baik, betul lah. Kalau nasib kamu kurang baik, sebenarnya kamu perlu check. Check from the first derivative. Check from your first derivative. Okay. Check from your first derivative. You kena differentiate. The first derivative supaya kamu dapat 8 pi plus 16,000 over r cube. Saya dah banyak kali buat, so saya dah biasalah. Okay. So this is the second derivative, and so I must check when my r is 10 over cube root of pi. I must check it, my second derivative of the cos sama ada dia mean ataupun dia maximum. So dekat sini saya kena biasakan checking. Okay, saya kena biasakan diri saya checking my solution. Okay, and therefore I got 8 pi plus 16 pi. You gonna calculator and you will get 24 pi. So from this here, 24 pi is a positive value. Okay, is a positive value which this is minimum. Untuk second derivative test, kita tahu kalau second derivative dia adalah positif, more than zero, bermaksud dia adalah minimum. Therefore, the cost, in conclusion, the cost of the construction, the cost of the construction is minimum. You dah berjaya proof tak? You dah berjaya proof yang memang apabila pakai radius ini, memang confirm kamu akan dapat minimum. You convince yourself, you know. Dalam pemeriksa, dalam exam memang dapat markah lah dekat sini. MCQ macam mana nak bagi markah, tunjuk jawapan last je. Faham tak? Tapi who knows kalau soalan objektif tu sangat bijak, dia suruh cari juga, tak tahulah macam mana dia tanya. Because we never had an experience before, objective question. Yeah, this is our first, you know. So, many possibilities of questions yang dia boleh tanya. Okay. So, the cost of the construction is minimum when the radius is 10 over cube root of pi. Centimeter ke meter? Cube root of pi centimeter. That's it. That is the cost of the construction. Itulah cost yang paling minimum. Kalau kita nak buat business, kita nak minimizekan our cost. So this is the radius that we should cakap dengan penjual ke apa? Supplier. Cakap dengan supplier, say that, oh aku nak radius sekian-sekian. So this is the radius that you should follow sebab aku nak kurangkan cost. So this is the minimum cost that I can afford to pay you. So you better do the radius this thing, sekian-sekian. Kalau tak, aku tak cukup duit nak bayar kau. Faham ke? So this is the brilliant question about optimization problem. This is itulah saya dok kata, matematik ni sangat cantik. Bukan takat kira-kira biasa je. It's everywhere in your surrounding. Therefore, some of you want to be some, engineers. You want to be data scientists, data analysts. So you gotta need some maths over here. Not some, but a lot of maths. Even in chemistry engineering, you nak jadi chemist engineering, and you wanna, I do not know. Some of you might go to chemist lah kan, being a chemist or something. But you jadi chemist pun, you jadi researcher pun, there is always maths in it. You will always gonna need some maths in your research. Therefore, you tak boleh tak suka matematik. Kalau you nak sambung belajar, you mesti suka dan cintai mathematics, because all of this is useful for you bila you sambung belajar nanti. Faham ke anak-anak, adik-adik? Can you understand this question, what they want? Faham ke soalan ni apa dia minta? Jelas ke saya punya penerangan untuk optimization problem? Saya memang extra careful lah untuk chapter ni. Saya ambil masa yang sangat banyak untuk memahamkan kamu, untuk beri kamu semangat belajar supaya sukai mathematics. Because it's a real life thing. Tell me what you feel, ada ruangan chat tersebut. Apakah perasaan kamu belajar optimization problem ni? Tell me what you feel a little bit. Apa kamu rasa? I want to know. I'm so curious. Do you think that maths is beautiful? Or is it me just like I'm the one who feel that? Is it just me that feeling that maths is beautiful, or you also think the same? Ataupun macam mana? Tell me what you feel. Whatever you feel. Tak kisah pun. Lain-lain orang lain-lain lah kan. Tell me what you feel about maths when you learn this chapter 10. Because this is the first thing, you know. You tak pernah belajar matematik yang sangat cantik. Yang sangat real life example. When I'm in UK, I learned a lot about real example punya things, you know. That is how they learn. Tricky but interesting. Sedikit stress jawab optimization ni, Miss. I know, you stress sebab you nakkan dapat jawapan. Jadi jangan salahkan stress tu. Stress is a good thing sometimes, okay? You stress sebab you wish you can do it, but somehow you need more effort to do it, you know? A bit tricky. Math saling berkait dengan benda yang kita buat every day, Miss. Yes, it is. But it is a bit complicated, isn't it? How about, the rest of you? What do you feel? Do you like it? Kalau susah semua orang tak berapa suka kan? Tapi you kena faham, no matter how hard, how tricky, how challenging it is, how should I say this? It's really puas tau. Perasaan yang puas tu, saya tak boleh nak describe. Perasaan puas apabila faham tu sangat menyeronokkan. Jadi saya harap kamu happy lah. Kamu cuba cari the happy moments of learning maths. You know, maths is around here. I'm serious happy kalau dapat tahu apa sebenarnya yang berlaku dalam optimization tu. Exactly. Happy kalau dapat jawab, betul tak? Stress kalau tak dapat jawab. Exactly. Sometimes I feel maths is heaven if I can solve the problems about chapter 10, but it changed to hell if I stuck in one question. It can be good, it can be also be hard, but let me know what is magic. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, Lim. I gotta screenshot that. It's so beautiful what you said there. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for all of the comments there. It's so good. I like it. Yeah. You know, life is not just having happy moments. Life is also having sad moments, isn't it? It's so good, you know. That's life. It is the same thing about learning. Ada susah, ada bahagia dia. But at the same time, when you keluar daripada kesusahan tu, you feel like, oh, it's a magic, it's a miracle, it's wow macam tu. Kelakar lah Apple ni. Break up, no guys, nak dapat jawab soalan optimization is the real pain. Okay, that's made me laugh a bit today. Okay, I think I should continue this. I know it's almost 2 hours, but PSPM mock test 1 is yang pain. It's painful because soalan tu, lecturer tu yang minta maaf juga pada kami sebab it's a difficult unknown questions. Betul tak? Banyak unknown dalam PSPM question hari tu. Sebab tu kamu rasa dia susah, betul tak? Tapi hopefully just pray hard that soalan tak banyak unknown. Yeah. Tak boleh buat apa-apa. Bukan saya seorang yang buat soalan tu. It's a lot of us yang buat soalan tu. Okay. So 27, I'll just explain this because I've done this. Okay. 27, saya just go through. Okay. Belakang-belakang ni saya just go through. Nanti saya, kalau saya ada masa, saya bagi kamu solution ni ya. Okay, now. Read the question. A conical tank is of height 12 meter. Okay, dia dah bagi. Kalau dia bagi tank tersebut yang 12 meter, bermaksud dia fix. Dari sini you kena faham sendiri bahawa apa yang fix, apa yang tidak fix. Okay. Yang fix dia confirm lah size conical tank tersebut. Size conical tank mesti kekal, mesti sama. 12 height and diameter 8. Therefore the radius is 4. You kena pandai keluarkan sendirilah. So the diameter is 4, you pandai keluar sendiri. Okay, water is pumped into, so water into the tank is 50 meter cube per minute. How fast is the water level increasing? Okay, water level increase maksudnya menaik-naik, maksudnya dia nak cari dH/dt when the depth of the water is 6 meter. Apabila the height is 6 meter, what is the rate of change of the height? Okay, and so dekat sini you kena hafal formula cone. Volume of the cone is pi r squared over 3. Okay, dekat sini kawan saya ada ajar saya macam mana nak hafal cone. Do you remember volume untuk silinder adalah pi r squared h. Tapi kalau untuk volume untuk cone, bahagikan je 3. Daripada volume of the, you hafal volume of the cylinder tu pi r squared h ni, and then you bahagi 3, dia jadilah cone pula. Itu kawan saya ajar. It's quite interesting. Saya senang ingat. Okay. Okay, sekarang ni you juga tahu kalau cone mesti ada Pythagoras. Bukan Pythagoras theorem. In this case, dia boleh jadi 2 benda lah. Kalau dia tak bagi kita benda ni, janganlah pakai Pythagoras theorem. Tak perlu pakai kalau you tak tahu pun apa benda ni. Jadi, apa yang you boleh fikir adalah guna ratio concept. Guna ratio method. So untuk cone boleh pakai Pythagoras theorem kalau ada information tersebut. Tapi kalau tak ada information, tak ada, you tak tahu, pakailah ratio method. So the ratio method here is R over H and so 4 over 12. Ikut je lah, pakai je apa yang ada. And so simplify it, saya jadikan R sebagai subject and then saya masukkan R ke dalam formula. Masukkan R ke dalam formula. Kenapa saya nak everything is in terms of H? Apa logik dia dekat sini? Kenapa everything is in terms of H? It is because that dia yang minta, dia nak cari the rate of change of the height. So, height tak bolehlah hilangkan. Height mesti ada dalam equation. Height mesti ada dalam equation. Tak boleh hilang. Mesti ada di situ. And so, I sub in my I sub in the R into the equation and then I square it and then I simplify it. I got 1 over 127 pi h cube. Okay, and then dekat sini you boleh buat chain rule. This is chain rule. Sebab rate of change melibatkan chain rule. So what you can do is you know that you can differentiate this V with respect to H. So you jadikanlah dia chain rule dia sendiri. You jadikan dia chain rule dia sendiri. So dV dH dekat sini. So dt settle chain rule. So masukkan apa yang kamu ada. You got 50 meter cube per minute. Okay, so you have this 50. You also have dV dH. So dV dH is coming from here, my dear. dV dH is coming from here, this thing. So this thing gonna give you, differentiate the V, gonna give you 3 over 27 kan, pi r squared. So 3 over 27 boleh simplify, jadilah 1 over 9. 1 over 9 pi h squared. Okay, and so you boleh cari dt dh. You carilah dt dh and so you selesaikan, you dapat ni. Tapi you kena ingat, you nak cari dH dt. So dH dt kena diterbalikkan. Okay, you gotta terbalikkan dia baru dapat dH dt and then sub in your value of H. Bila dah sub in the value of H, dapat of the 6 kan, dia yang minta cari the rate of the change of the height when the height is 6 meter. When the height is 6 meter, so this is the rate which is 25 over 2 pi meter per minute. Unit ni tak tak strict sangat dalam matematik. Yang strict unit ni adalah fizik sahaja. Okay, fizik sangat-sangat tekankan unit. Tapi kalau kamu dapat value pun dah cukup baik dah. Dah cukup sangat bagus. Okay. So now I'll go to question B. So actually question B sebenarnya kan dia sangat sama dengan dia sangat-sangat sama dengan yang tadi kita dah buat. Okay? Dengan tadi yang kita dah buat. Kalau saya nak go through saja, okay? If you don't mind, I just go through it because it is almost 11 o'clock already. Jadi saya go through sahajalah ya. Saya dah buat benda ni in advance. So the cost. The cost untuk material bottom, top and bottom. Dia kata both of its end is twice. Therefore RM2 lah. Sort of like RM2. Bayangkan je RM2. Walaupun soalan ni dia tak cakap pun RM. So you don't have to put the RM. You just know that the price is twice. And so you darab 2. Untuk top and bottom. Both of its end. Okay, of its side. Manakala its side pula tak ada apa-apa. So darab 1 lah. So darab 1. So the total cost is this. Sebenarnya sama, sebiji sama dengan soalan tadi. Cumanya soalan tadi ada bagi kita volume. Soalan tadi kalau kamu ingat, dia bagi kita volume 4,000 cm squared. Centimeter cube. Tapi sekarang ni, soalan ni dia tak bagi nilai volume. Dia suruh guna V sahaja. Macam mana saya tahu? Sebab dia kata state the H in terms of R and V. Dia yang kata tulis H dalam bentuk, dalam ekspresi H, dalam in terms of R and V. And so here my V here is this, and then I make H as a subject, and so my answer of H is in terms of V and R. So ngam lah. So ni adalah jawapan saya yang pertama. My first answer is this thing. Should bold it. Well, this is my first answer. I got it like my first mark, sort of. So this is my first answer. And continue, apa dia minta? Hence, find the H and the R in terms of V. See? In terms of V, you know. So maksudnya soalan ni, dia tak bagi nombor. Dia tak bagi nombor volume. Tapi dia suruh kamu pakai unknown V. Okay? Such that the cost is minimum. Actually, this is the same thing that I explained to you all just now. Okay, in order to get the minimum cost, what is the radius? What is the height? That we are afford to pay, kan? Sebagai businessman, sebagai businesswoman, macam tu. So, there is a maths in there, there is a magic in there. So daripada situ kamu ni seorang businessman yang lebih berilmu daripada businessman yang belum ada ilmu, belum cukup ilmu. Macam itulah. That is all a strategy, business intelligence analysis that people are learning, are looking up for you all, you know, from the generations. I think if you wish to study maths lah kan, I would suggest you go to analysis, data analysis, business intelligence analysis. Benda-benda macam tu quite demanding to be honest. Tapi dekat Malaysia ni kurang lagi lah. Ada je beberapa kawan saya yang kerja sebagai analis tersebut, and it's all about maths. Okay, ialah macam mana nak memajukan bisnes tersebut dengan having the minimum cost. Can you imagine that? You mesti ada ilmu, dan ilmu tu sangat mahal. Okay, ilmu tu sangat mahal dan susah untuk dibelajar. Itulah daripada bila dah susah nak belajar, dari situlah manisnya hasil bisnes tersebut. You boleh nampak kan benda ni. You can picture them. How is the world is working now. I'm showing it to you so that you know how the world is working around here. Okay, the reality when you go out. It's not that easy, man. It's no. Okay? Banyaknya iklan saya. Okay, now I know my cost is this. And so this is the cost. Exactly the same, guys. What's the difference here is my H. My H is different. My H is in terms of unknown, to unknown. So my H here will be subbing into the cost, the equation of the cost here. Dimasukkan dalam ni. And so I got my C here, and then I differentiate it. I got this. And then I make it equal to 0. Okay? I make it equal to 0 until I manage to get my R is in terms of V. Memang unknown, memang dalam bentuk unknown. So this is the difficult part. Okay, dia kata R is in terms of V. Soalan yang kata R is in terms of V. Okay, and so betul lah. Jawapan saya R dalam bentuk V and numbers. Okay, R is in terms of V and therefore that's my answer. So bila dah dapat nilai R, you can find your H, isn't it? Dia minta cari H. Find the H is in terms of V as well. So you gotta masukkan R ini ke dalam, you have to masukkan R ini ke dalam H. Okay, ke dalam H. That's it. I know you all must be needing some time lah. Okay, jangan risau. Nanti saya bagi full solution lah untuk kamu tengok nanti. Okay, just for now, do understand how is the game is playing right now. You know, how the game is playing right now where, you know, when you have the radius, actually sebelum masukkan radius ni, kena double check dulu. Kena double check dengan second derivative dulu. Okay, bila dah double check dengan second derivative, which is you get 24, see? Sama, sebiji sama, 24 pi. You akan dapat, apa ni? You akan dapat minimum. Less than 0 means this is minimum. So bila dah confirm minimum, barulah you percaya bahawa your R is correct. You know, you are convinced that your R is correct. When you are convinced enough, you can find your H. Macam itulah step yang sepatutnya. So dah cari, dah convinced, dah percaya R kita betul, barulah boleh cari H. Masukkan R ke dalam H. Okay. So everything here is quite difficult sebab ada penggunaan indices dengan sangat terperinci dekat bahagian bawah ni. Lagi-lagi sinilah. Okay, sangat terperinci dekat sini. Indices chapter 1. So it's okay, you can look at it after this. You tak perlu tulis sekarang. Kejap lagi saya bagi full solution. You can discover it yourself. Okay, and so this is my H. And so saya buatlah conclusion saying that the cost is minimum. Okay, the cost of building this cylinder is the minimum cost because we have the height of this and also the radius of this. Okay, having this dimension gonna give me the minimum cost that I can pay, that I can jimat, that I'm so good in maths that I know what is the dimension. Faham tak? Faham tak permainan dia? Tak perlu kira-kira lagi. Kira-kira ni agak berliku-liku ya. Kira-kira ni agak berliku-liku, tapi saya at least nak minta kamu faham lah the game of optimization problem. You faham ke? You boleh dapat ke optimization punya problem, apa yang dia mahu sebenarnya. Okay. So actually this is a lot I learned during my university. I learned quite a lot of this optimization. And I remember I failed it. I failed this module, optimization. It's so hard because it's more financial things, you know. Dia lebih kepada stocks. Dia lebih, you know how you can predict the stocks by using math. By doing all this difficult discovery. things. You can estimate, optimize the risk, the stocks, apa lagi ya? Quite a lot lah. And you do all of these things at, with your paper, you know. Demi untuk memajukan bisnes tersebut lah. Faham tak? Untuk mendapatkan keuntungan. Keuntungan supaya you tak rugi, you ada kurangkan risiko. Faham tak? Benda-benda saham kan banyak risiko. So how can you minimize the risk? So this is optimization things. This is what I learned during my university. And I can tell you it's not that easy. And as you have heard that I failed it. Yes, I failed it. Jadi kalau kamu rasa kamu susah belajar mathematics ni, optimization, you can imagine how much I learned. Okay? So, all I can say is that you jangan putus asa. Sebab kalau you nak kata susah, di university lagi susah. So, if you can understand it now, if you can put some effort in understand it now, you better do that. Okay? Because this is easy. This is quite easy. And it's suitable for your level. So you better understand it. Jangan jadi macam saya dulu. Dulu pun saya macam ambil remeh je tentang ni waktu saya umur kamu. So I'm not good. I'm not good like that. So if you understand now, meaning you are better than me. That's the truth. Okay. So I hope you understand how the businessman trying to minimize their cost. And so doing the maths, they can know what's the perfect dimension, the perfect height, and the perfect radius that can minimize their money. That's the you bayangkanlah you kena buat difficult maths dekat sini. Baru you dapat the height and the radius. See? That is the magic of maths in here. Okay? So I better go to the question 29. Question 29 I think I wish to just go through it. Question 29. Saya pun dah buat soalan 29. So soalan 29 dekat sini. Saya just go fast, okay? A cylindrical again. Saya rasakan cylindrical yang ni dah kali keempat ke kali ketiga dah saya cakap. Saya dah, we have done this a lot, So I think it's good for you all to hafal formula cylinder untuk area dan volume ni. It's better to be in your mind. Okay? And I would suggest untuk satu soalan ni, you buatlah banyak kali. Walaupun ni soalan yang sama. Bila you tulis banyak kali, you will feel that, oh my God, I finally understand what the steps are. You have to write a lot of time. Maths ni macam, dia tak ada karangan. Tapi all of the equation macam karangan. Panjang. Betul tak? So you, macam mana you nak rasa you pandai optimization, you mesti tulis satu soalan, you bayangkan soalan 29 ni, you buat 5 kali. 5 kali solution yang sama. Sampailah tangan kamu yang bergerak, not your mind already. That's the powerful of the hand. That until you hafal sangat-sangat, sebab you dah tulis banyak kali, that's why you can play, you play the game. You play the game successfully. That's the thing. Itulah cara saya belajar waktu saya kat uni. Satu soalan tu saya tulis banyak-banyak kali. Sebab saya nak hafal. Saya tak pandai hafal dengan cara saya baca. Saya tak pandai. Saya hafal dengan cara saya menulis. That is maths. To me lah. Okay? In order to be good. Okay? So now here goes my cylinder and my volume, my area. And so apa ya? Saya ada 128 pi. This is my volume. And so I sub it in. So kalau ada nilai volume, masukkan je ke dalam. And then from here I can find my H. Wow, cepatnya cari H. Macam mana saya tahu? Oh, okay. Yang ini nanti dulu. Yang ini jangan tengok dulu. Yang penting kamu nampak ni dulu. I shouldn't write it here. This should be a bit. Tak apalah Sepatutnya dia ditulis di sini. Okay, basically, this is my H. What I have to do is just sub in my H into the equation. See, kamu akan nampak, ni ada kali ketiga dah kita buat ni. So, kamu akan nampak, dia suka jadikan H sebagai subjek. And therefore, masukkan H, sama je. Every time we do cylinder, kita sentiasa masukkan H, betul tak? So, dari situ, kamu dah nampak pattern. When you see the pattern in maths, you are good already, So, you cannot give up now. When you see the pattern, you are good already. So now what you have to do is just keep going. Differentiate equal to 0. And then times everything with r squared sebab nak cancel. Jangan lupa lah kat sini ada cube, r cube sebab darab. And then you do it until you get the value of r, which is 4. And at the same time, you got to convince yourself apabila r is equals to 4, what is your second derivative? Your second derivative says that you get more than 0. Kalau more than 0 means you get a minimum. Wow, is it correct? Dia kata find the dimension of the container that will minimize the amount of material needed. Dekat sini pun menjimatkan duit lah sebab kita kurangkan material. So kalau kurangkan material, maksudnya kurangkan duit untuk beli material tersebut. So kat sini pun logik mengenai business juga. They are talking about minimizing the amount of material. So the cost will be minimized lah kan. So now you dah berjaya dapat bahawa, this is the minimum material, the correct radius, the correct amount of radius that I need, which is 4. Okay, and in fact, I can find the height from the above, which is 8. So in conclusion, the area of the material needed is minimum when the radius is 4 meter and the height is 8 meter. Selalunya dalam exam, saya memang suruh wajib student saya tulis macam ni. Sebab dari situ baru kamu faham apa soalan bertanya. You kena faham lah. Bila you buat conclusion, bermaksud you faham. Okay, so the area needed is minimum. The area of the material is minimum when the dimension is this and that. That's it. Sama je kan pattern dia. It's all about getting the dimension and then doing the second derivative to convince yourself that you are getting the minimum cost. You are trying to get the minimum material. Macam tu. Sama je, kan? Okay, last one from me. Oh my God, I have finally, for the final question B. Akhirnya sampai juga part ni. Tak sabar nak tunggu sampai sini. Okay, so the gravel is poured onto a flat ground at the rate of to form conical shaped pile with the vertex of 60 degree as shown in the diagram below. Okay, gravel ni macam batu-batu. Okay, if you Google it, it's a batu-batu yang hendak dibuat bentuk cone begini, conical shaped pile. Okay, so imagine kalau dia letak bermaksud dia positive sign lah, positive rate. Okay, so pour into and then find the the rate of change of the height. So find the rate of the change of the height when the conical pile at the time of t minutes, 10 minutes. To be honest with you, this is difficult question. This is very difficult. Okay, this is very, very difficult question. Sebab dia twist. Dia selalunya bagi kita height ataupun dia bagi kita radius, betul tak? Kali ni dia bagi kita waktu. Dia bagi kita masa, time. So in this case, we have to be very smart in getting the height instead. We have to be very smart lah. Think smart. So tak apa, saya ajar, jangan risau. So dekat sini keluarkan dulu dia punya Pythagoras theorem. So kalau nampak 60 degree, jangan takut. Bahagi 2, dia adalah 30. Okay, this is 30 degree. And so you boleh buat Pythagoras theorem and you know what you have is only the R and the H. You only have, whenever you have cone, you have the radius and the height. Do you have this thing? You tak pernah ada. You tak pernah untuk cone lah kan. Untuk so far yang kita dah pernah buat latihan ni, kita tak tahu pun nilai ini. So kalau tak tahu, jangan pakai. Just pakai apa yang ada. Pakai apa yang ada dan tahu sahaja. Which is you can use so katwa. Okay, so katwa. Remember, this is tua. Okay, when this is opposite, this is adjacent. So tangent 30, tua, OA. Opposite of adjacent is your radius over height. Okay, which is the opposite of adjacent adalah R over H. So this is what the soka tua yang kamu dah pernah belajar. Soka tua. Okay, nampak ada trigo sedikit dalam ni. So now you gotta make sure you nak jadikan R sebagai subjek ataupun H sebagai subjek. So in this case, apa yang menarik adalah kita jadikan R sebagai subjek. Kita kena jadikan R sebagai subjek sebab kita diminta untuk cari DH. So kita nak DH sebab tu dalam equation mesti ada H. Okay, dalam equation wajib ada H. Kalau kita sedang mencari rate of change of the height. The rate of the height. So kena ada height dalam equation. Nak tak nak kena jadikan R sebagai subjek and sub it into the formula cone. And then solve it, you get the equation V, and then you differentiate it, you can sub into the chain rule. Masukkan dalam chain rule. Okay, masukkan dalam chain rule. In fact, 3/20 you dah ada. Ni dV dt you dah ada, 3/20. And therefore, you can find your dt dh. dt dh is, solve it, and you got this. The thing is, you do not have your H yet. Okay, walaupun you dah sampai sini, walaupun you dah sampai dt dh, you know you are sort of thinking like, oh, I almost there. Tapi takkanlah you nak letak jawapan dalam bentuk H, betul tak? For now, you do not know H. What is your H? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. So how to know it? How to know it? It is very good kalau soalan bagi kita apakah H. Kan bagus, macam sebelum-sebelum ni, asyik bagi H je. Terus dapat nilai, betul tak? Tapi saya tak boleh terus dapat nilai sebab dia bagi find the rate of the height when the time is 10 minutes. Kali ni dia jahat. Dia sangat jahat. Dia bagi kita waktu pula. Okay, dia bagi kita 10 minutes. So in this case, you have to use the volume. Use ni. Use ni. You gotta use this. This is very important. Let me highlight this. So you gotta use this thing. Okay, sebab dari sini dia akan beri kita maklumat. Okay, maklumat apa? Maklumat tentang, okay, volume dia, kalau nak fikir betul-betul lah kan. Kalau nak fikir betul-betul, volume dia tutup. Imagine you tutup minit ni. You nampak meter cube. You faham this is volume, betul tak? So volume is 3/20 meter cube. So actually volume is 3/20 meter cube. Actually this is meter cube. Untuk 1 minit. Untuk 1 minit lah. Okay, this is the volume. Sebab tu saya bukan tulis dV dt. Saya tulis V je. Saya tulis V sebab yang ini memang volume dia untuk 1 minit. Tapi kalau untuk 10 minit, kena dah darab 10. So cut, tinggallah 3/2. Tapi saya juga tahu untuk volume, saya dah ada equation. Saya dah pun simplified. I have simplified it until I got this. Saya guna je lah apa saya ada. Saya dah simplified and I got this. And then saya jadikan H sebagai subjek. From there, I can find my H successfully. Carilah H, cari H. Sampailah jumpa 3 ni. 3/cube root of 2 pi. And then dah dapat H, barulah boleh masuk ke dalam DTDH. Tetapi DTDH, ya dia ada, tekan calculator dapat ni. Tapi kita nak DHDT, so terbalikkan dia, still the same thing sebab this is over 1. Therefore, that's your answer untuk jawapan yang terakhir sekali, nombor 29. We are done. I know you don't have time to write it, but I hope you listen to me first. Okay? Listen to it first and I'll give you the solution later on. Okay? So, I hope you at least nampak pattern tu untuk kelas kita pagi ni. Okay? You should at least see the pattern. If you haven't see the pattern, bermaksud you belum cukup buat latihan. Okay? Jadi, untuk nampak pattern adalah dengan banyak kali buat soalan yang sama ataupun soalan yang lain, buat sebanyak yang mungkin sehingga nampak pattern, sehingga tangan yang bergerak, bukan lagi minda. That is the powerful of learning lah, so far that I have experienced. I'm giving you the tips, untuk belajar. So this is, I hope you not giving up. That's all. Miss H squared. Mana H squared? H cube, right? H cube, right? H squared yang mana ya, Lim? Which one is that? Miss forgot H power squared ke? H power squared di mana tu ya? I'm so sorry, which one? Miss forgot H power of 2 ke? Oh, yang ni. Dalam kiraan ni ya? Okay, let's use calculator. Where's my calculator? Okay, let's use calculator. 9 over 20 pi times it with 3 over square cube root of 2 pi squared. Ta-da! I got the answer. Yeah, 0.0542. 0.0542. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Lim. Yeah, tertinggal squared dekat sini tadi. H squared. Very good. You are so alert. And I wish you all the best, I wish you all the best in learning rate of change and optimization problem. Don't ever give up. Keep on fighting. Okay. Kalau you rasa SEM 1 ni susah, SEM 2 lagi mencabar. Jadi, better kuat sekarang. Better be strong dalam basic maths. Kena strong, baru you boleh masuk SEM 2. Kalau you tak strong SEM 1, you akan rasa sangat kecil pada SEM 2. I'm giving you some input, some heads up. Okay, you better be good and work hard now. You are 19 years old, 18 years old, where you should work hard now. Sebab zaman muda ni lah kita nak bersusah payah, nak mendapatkan apa kita mahu, isn't it? Kenapa DTDH the same as DHDT? Why is it? Sebab Lim, this is over 1. This is over 1. This is over 1. So, kalau saya terbalikkan pun, hang on. Good question. Oh my God. Hang on. Patutnya 1 over something lah kan? Anyone can help me? Let's have a think. Kat sini ada mathematical technical problem sedikit. Anyone have any idea that some of you have got it? Actually, this is DT DH. Saya terbalik lah dekat sini. Saya terbalik. Oh my god. Aigo. I know my mistakes already. This is wrong. This is wrong. It should be dt dh is equals to pi h squared over 3 times it with 20 over 3. So 20 pi h squared over 9. Oh, terbalik. This is wrong. Wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. Nanti saya betulkan. Thank you for pointing that out. If not, I do not know it. Saya tak sedar. Okay, yeah, and therefore my dh dt adalah 9 over 20 pi h squared. And so masukkan 9 over 20 pi, masukkan h, barulah terus dapat nilai, iaitu yang ini. Terus dapat nilai. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All of you who has been chatting with me here in the live here. And yeah, you make me laugh also. Some of you. Thank you all for the appreciation towards my lesson here today. And I really hope and I pray for you all that you all are still fighting and keep on fighting. Okay, no matter how hard you feel. Okay, I think kalau kamu busy, kalau kamu rasa sedih kan, you should busy yourself. Kadang-kadang kita banyak fikir, kita banyak distract, kita banyak fikir bukan-bukan, kita better distract diri kita dengan buat kerja. Dari situ barulah kita tak fikir sangat, tak layan sangat bisikan-bisikan yang tak baik tu. Okay, so please make yourself busy, keep on learning, belajar dengan roommate, dengan floor mate. Tak kisahlah, asalkan you belajar, carilah orang yang buat kamu belajar. Bila kamu ada kawan yang sudi dan suka untuk mengajar kamu, actually you are very lucky. Dulu saya ada kawan yang suka ajar saya, and at the same time I also help my friends a lot. Saya suka mengajar dia orang. Yeah, I love to teach my friends, and because the more I teach my friends, the more I remember what I learned. That's the beauty of teaching, So keep on sharing knowledge with your friends. Kalau dia tak nak dengar pun, kamu cakap je dengan dia, dengan siapa-siapa yang sudi nak dengar. Itu cara saya belajar Sainscom juga. Saya belajar Sainscom dengan banyak bercakap dengan kawan. Kau dengar apa aku nak cakap ni weh? Kau dengar je, kau tak payah cakap apa-apa. Kalau dia rajin, dia tolong checkkan lah. So that is the beauty of hafal, having a good friends. From there, my results is, I'm very satisfied with it. During my first semester, I got 4 flat. And during my second semester, I got 3.96. Yeah, I'm so satisfied with it. Even though there are so many cries, there are so many, difficulties. I would never regret it. No matter how hard in my first year, dekat dalam matrik kan, saya banyak suka duka lah. Tapi saya tak pernah menyesal melalui pengalaman-pengalaman tu. Okay, and thank you, Lim. Time to lunch. Yes, time to have lunch. Miss having breakfast. Exactly. Okay, please pray for my health, and I hope you are very health. You take care of your health also. Selain belajar sungguh-sungguh, di samping tu pun kena jaga diri baik-baik, jaga kesihatan baik-baik, and not just physically but also mentally. And I pray for you all. I always pray for you all that you tak malas, you rajin belajar. Okay, itu semua demi kebaikan kamu. I'm just the catalyst to give you support and all. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye. Have a good um, revision week. Okay, don't give up. Thank you, everybody. You're most welcome. You are most welcome. Thank you. Love you all. Goodbye.